Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching Lost. This is the 5th episode of the 3rd season. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, this is available for free in a link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in and enjoy. So this is the 5th episode and we've had 3 so far, fully heavily involved, all in the camp of the others. Yes, the main story this season seems to be revolving around Kate, Jack and Sawyer. You know, fully expected this to happen. I have no problems with that. We actually have only seen you know, Hurley, Locke and Mr. Echo, Cohen, Charlie, do you know what I mean, once. So that's when we had the flashback of kind of Locke again and him trying to, you know, fix the troubles of his past, so to speak, fix his mistakes. And he went to save Mr. Echo, didn't he, once he was attacked by the polar bear. But literally nothing else has really kind of gone on forward from that. We still got Saeed, Sun and Jin on the other side after they've had the boat being taken. Funny enough, obviously the woman that you know, Jin actually shot, sorry, that Sun shot, was taken back to the camp yesterday. And you know, Jack had to be kind of dragged in by Juliet and said, look mate, can you try and save her life? Now he tried to open her up, you know, get the bullets out, but it didn't work. She ended up dying. And while he was in there, he noticed that they've got full-on equipment, you know, x-ray machines. He's seen them on the screen. He's noticed that somebody has got something on the spine, do you know what I mean? He's a spinal doctor as well. He's basically saying whoever that is, you know what I mean, they've got a tumor growing and I'm a spinal surgeon, so whatever it is that you need, do you know what I mean, why am I here? Is it for that person? Tell me who it is. So I mean, that was a really interesting twist. We also had Juliet revealed that she's actually a fertility doctor. She's not like a doctor kind of like Jack. She's obviously a different type of one, and she's not really dealt with death before, and she was really struggling obviously with the woman that died on the table. We had Sawyer as well make it look like he had a pacemaker fitted into his chest, and they basically told him if his heart rate went over 140 that he'd ended up like exploding and dying. And when Kate was asking what was going on, he wouldn't speak to her, you know what I mean, because if he did tell her, he was kind of told that she would get one as well. So she nearly escaped. She climbed out of a cage, went to get him. He said no, just leave it. She ended up getting back in the cage, said look, live together, die alone, I'm not leaving without you. You obviously know Jack's there as well. And then Sawyer ended up getting taken by obviously Ben, took to the top of the island, and he was like, look, you see that island in that distance over there? That's where you come from, and we're on this side. Basically Alcatraz.com, mate. Literally, if you want to try and escape from it, be my guest, mate. Try and make it over that sea, but you are going to die. Pretty much showing you this to show that there's no way of escaping, there's no way off the island, and it's pointless. You might as well just get on with whatever we tell you to do. So I thought it was pretty interesting, me. I'm really enjoying it, to be honest. I'm coming into each episode excited, and I love it when, like, you know, I can't wait to watch the next episode or something. It just makes the show so much better, you know what I mean? I'm actually watching it for the excitement of it and not just watching it because it's the next episode, if that makes sense. So currently fully engaged. Thanks for checking out today's episode. If you do enjoy it, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into today's episode. Getting another Mr. Echo episode.
Hey, eat. It's okay, Amy.
Echo? All right, Echo. Go. Did you hear me? Go. Confess that you have stolen. Ask God for forgiveness.
How long has he been like this?
Oh, Saeed's back.
Now. Come on. Locke will want to know you guys are back.
Really, he's got a new t-shirt. That's new.
I have come to give my confession. Hello, Echo. Never be a priest.
Father, are you okay, Father?
It is time to confess, to be judged, brother. I will be waiting.
Oh,
Get it clear! Echo!
Laying down. Laying down.
Brother,
you're all right.
brother, hear me. Hear me.
Hurley and I. Hold him out. Over. He was right there.
To be fair, I don't really know what's going on, to be honest. How did that fire start? He seemed to have no energy, and he got dragged out. He seemed to have no energy, but he's disappeared again. Jack, mate, going for it. He's got to keep his strength up. Look at him.
Hoping you might join me for a walk.
You're not gonna just throw a bag over my head and drag me out of here if I say no.
Why don't you put this on?
I'll wait outside. Your neck, does it hurt? Any numbness in your fingers and toes? Like, you have a tumor on your spine. I don't know when those x-rays were taken that I saw, but unless they were very recent, I'm not gonna be taking walks much longer.
Yo, you will be second guessing everything now.
I'm ready whenever you are.
Could be telling the truth or not. I have no idea. You know he's a doctor, a spinal surgeon. Is it a send off for that woman? Maybe because Jack tried to save her life so he can go.
I hate funerals. He let you out?
Gave me a new shirt, too.
Bye, Jack.
Reckon it's like a Viking burial where they'll set her on fire? Yeah.
Why did you show him my x-rays?
I didn't tell him they were yours.
Henry sounded like he was shitting himself then.
I think I know how to find Jack, Kate, and Sawyer.
The computer in the hatch wasn't only for pushing the button. It could be used to communicate with other stations.
You just told me the hatch exploded.
One of them did. When you pulled him out of the tent, did he say anything?
Mumbling.
Might go to the plane.
Brother.
Pack your gear. We're going to that computer.
Like, do they not know that that was his brother's place? Do you know what I mean?
I was looking for Father Yemi.
He was called away quite suddenly. An emergency at the refugee camp.
Will Father Yemi still go to London?
London?
He was leaving at the end of the week.
I will take his place there too.
There's that black mist. The first time we've seen it in ages. It's not happening, this, is it?
Don't! No!
Confess.
The island's got him world tripping. Sometimes I don't really like understand the backstory. It's like I get what he's saying, but like I struggle sometimes to see how it benefits the present. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. Like, for example, the whole of the Locke backstory and going to the sweat hut and going to that place, and do you know what I mean? And having him, I don't know, trying to like redeem, you know, himself, so to speak, like fix his mistakes. All that backstory was basically just to say, Mr. Echo's been taken by a polar bear and Locke's going to find him. Do you know what I mean? It worked with the episode in terms of what they were trying to say, but like, I don't know how much it needed to be there. You could have stuck anything else in there. You could have literally just said, mate, Echo's missing. We need to go and look for him. Do you know what I mean? Make sure he's okay. And then went out and found the polar bear. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we have these backstories, which is decent because you learn a bit about the people, but sometimes I struggle to see how it benefits the present. But like the sun one, that does benefit the present because it got me proper angry. I was upset. I was disappointed. I don't know if Jin's kids are Jin's kids or if it's that other guys. You know what I mean? Did Sun kill him? Who pushed him off the building? Did he kill himself? Was that person that she shot on the boat the first one that she killed? That one correlates really well into the present because it followed. It kind of, but like, when you look at this one so far, I don't understand how him seeing his brother so far is like benefiting the island right now. You know what I mean? And as well, like him confessing, what we're going to benefit from that. You know what I mean? I'm not quick to judge yet. The episode's not finished, but with the Locke one as well, like I said, you know, it was good to see his backstory and everything that was going on, but it could have been anything in that backstory.
We're heading out to the Pearl Station. There's a computer there that might help us find our people. Anybody want to come along?
Yeah, see, Jack would go and do stuff alone.
I'm not Jack. Anybody else want to come meet us at the tree line in 10 minutes? Bring water.
What? You always whine about not being included. Now's your chance.
Are we going off to poke at the computer? Or are we going after your man, Echo?
Kill two birds with one stone. Perfect in sync.
Well, that's quite a coincidence.
Don't mistake coincidence for fate.
Fate. They did love a bit of fate on there.
You're not supposed to do that. That's holy water.
I'm washing away my sins.
Oh yeah? Where is Father Yemi? I said, where is Father Yemi?
The shipment is late. I just got off the telephone.
You should explain our arrangement to your new priest.
We received shipments of vaccines from the Red Cross. We're allowed to keep 20%. The rest we give to Emeka and his men.
Everybody benefits. I hope you will continue to honor our arrangement.
I'm not afraid of you.
I'll be back for the vaccine on Friday, Father.
Oh, before we go into this, I'd love it on Friday when he comes for the vaccine. He was like Home Alone style. He's got rigs up everywhere. Do you know what I mean? Traps all over, explosive. Car comes in, blows up, you know, runs in the church. A big swinging axe comes out. It's not going to happen, but like, it'd be good. Behind him again.
Hello, Echo.
Was he chasing the black mist or what? Who knows, mate?
You want to guess what's for lunch?
I'm not big on mysteries.
Oh, look at that, mate.
You people have cheeseburgers?
You have no idea what I went through to make this for you. The fries. Try rendering animal fat.
A lot of effort for some randomer.
I'd like to talk to him.
Mind if I eat?
Hey, imagine how good that tastes after being on the island for so long, eating
Such
bland
a
shit.
wonderful plan to break you, Jack. Get you to trust us.
And then, of course, we'd lead you to believe that you were choosing to do whatever we asked you to do.
Invested in what?
A female.
Has it not occurred to you that Juliet bears a striking resemblance to your ex-wife?
You brought me here to operate on you. You want me to save your life.
I want you to want to save my life. But we're beyond that now. Do you believe in God, Jack? 2 days after I found out I had a fatal tumor on my spine, a spinal surgeon fell out of the sky. And if that's not proof of God, I don't know what is.
See, with religion, I don't follow one. I've said that multiple times on the show, but I'm never not. I don't not say a religion's not real, if that makes sense. Like, there's a lot of people that just say, you know, Christianity, you know, like Buddhism, you know, Muslims, like all of that, it's not real. Well, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I've never been brought up following one, but I totally respect anybody that falls into a religion when they've gone through a tough time in life, or they use it to benefit other people. Like, to me, religion should be either you've been through a struggle and you've seen something that's helped you move on and you believe in the faith has made you push forward and become a better person and human, or you can have the other approach where, like, you're just a general good person. You want to help society, build it up. Do you know what I mean? You want to improve people's lives. You want to push positive messages. You want to be a good person in the community. That's where religion's great. And do you know what I mean? Like, literally, that's where I'm all for it. Like, the way Henry's found it, he's basically saying he never believed it. And then, obviously, you know, he's found out he's got a tumour, something's happened, you know, planes crash, he's seen the light, he believes in God now. Like, to me, if somebody told me that, I'd be like, go for it, mate. If that is a perfect reason to be thinking about religion. And that is it. If I experience anything like that, I probably would follow it as well. So, you know what I mean? That was a good excuse. But the thing is that these people here, yeah, he gone through all of this to get Jack to operate on him. Yeah, I think they've just approached the whole thing wrong. They've come in so hostile. They tried to rob people, steal them. Do you know what I mean? Maybe that's what he was trying to get at the start. He was trying to get Jack. I don't even know. But what I'm saying is, if they just approached friendly, peacefully on the island and was like, look, can you help us? Even taking Jack now, if they took Jack and said, look, mate, we're dying, we need you to do an operation on us, you take us, I'll take you back, no dramas, I think he'd probably do it. But the way they've approached it, it's just been totally the wrong way.
You sure you're all right? We could stop for a bit and catch our breaths. Charlie heard you call out for your brother before you left the camp. Looking for Yummy?
Hey! Do not speak my brother's name again.
The vaccines that you spoke of, how often do they ship them?
Every 6 months, if we are lucky.
Whatever you are thinking, do not cross these men.
Some vaccine to sell.
I do, but it has to be done by Sunday. I'm leaving the country.
The hatch is over here by the plane. Why don't you take everybody down? What exactly did you see back there? I saw a very bright light. It was beautiful.
That is not what I saw.
I'm assuming his brother's gone, but he did burn it.
My brother's gone.
I mean, he should be ashes, really, shouldn't he? His bones should be left, though.
You set the plane on fire, not to mention animals or... So, you don't want to come down there with us? I found this when I was looking for you.
I hear you have a shipment of vaccine for sale. I'm a superstitious man. I don't relish taking the life of a holy man. I'm only going to cut off your hands.
I know, he's getting killed, mate. That's his little flashbacky thing that we just seen there.
The wiring is only one way.
What are these other TVs for? All these TVs. This guy says that there's 6 stations.
I mean, did they not pick that up? I picked that up instantly, me.
So maybe some of these TVs are connected to the other hatches.
What? No way they not pick that up. I sure they seen the camera and Jack walking around in the facility.
What about now?
There's something in one of them.
John?
Those are computers. Great. That's what you're looking for.
Is that someone different to the others?
I guess he'll be expecting us.
I mean, if you look at that there, I cannot believe that they didn't pick up on that, because I did, we did, you know what I mean? We were saying that, you know, in there, you got the 6 facilities, you had obviously their one, you had the one that Anna Lucille had, you had the one that they found here, they've had the one that they've got, and the one that Claire's found, that's 5, and then there must be another one somewhere, like rocking about 6, but we also seen the cameras show Jack walking around in his facility, and I'm sure Locke was looking at that screen. So I honestly physically can't believe that they didn't pick up on that, and I didn't even notice that they didn't pick up on that. Maybe because it was so obvious to me that what was actually going on. But then it's that case, like, you've ever done that in school or university where you sit down and you're doing your dissertation or your project or whatever it is, and you're sitting there and you flick through it and you think, that's decent, that. And then you come back the next day and you look and there's loads of spelling mistakes all over the place. And it's because, you know, at the time when you was fully focusing on it, you think that it's all good and you needed a second look at it. You know what I mean? You needed to go back, step away, let your mind rest, come back, watch it again, read it again. You pick up your mistakes or give it, you know, another person's eyes. She's a fresh pair. She's not been in that other facility. Not even seen her before. I actually don't even know what her name is. But bringing these two new people in, new eyes, they're going to be focusing more. You know what I mean? Like, they weren't even paying any attention. They was just underneath there, messing around, looking at stuff. She was like zoned in, watching all of it. Picked up something new that obviously they didn't. So it's good to have new eyes on the situation.
Just thought I'd put a movie in. It's a classic.
Juliet, I don't want to watch a movie right now.
I'll turn the sound down then.
Maybe she's going to speak over it or whisper.
I'm sorry for bringing you here and for everything that's been done to you. It was all so we could save his life.
Ah, she manipulating him or what?
Ben, he's a great man. I know you find that hard to believe. Free will is all we've really got, right? Just wanted to put in my 2 cents. I told you before you can trust me.
Fuck me, I don't know. I actually do not know.
Trust me. Doing the surgery is absolutely the right thing for you to do. It's the
That is true.
Turn the movie off.
It is so good, mate. It's so good. I'm actually loving that. It's the best part of the episode. That was so good, mate. Honestly, it really, really was. I think her and Jack do have a connection. I have no idea if it was because, like Ben was saying before, he implemented her because it looks like his wife Sarah. Do you know what I mean? Even though I personally think it looks nothing like his wife Sarah. And I do feel the connection between them, and I don't know if she was just playing along. And honestly, I have no idea if she really wants Ben dead or if this is Ben playing him again. You know what I mean? But she is right. If he takes a procedure, he could easily kill him. Because if he really does need the procedure, if that makes sense, like he actually really does need it, then it's an easy death for him. But can Jack do that? He's technically killing somebody, and his whole job about being a doctor is to save people. And if they died during a procedure, that's different. You know what I mean? Jack would literally be sentencing him to death if he does a procedure. But second of all, as well, it makes you think that she's kind of telling the truth a little bit, just because of the opening start of the season. She was in a book club and Ben wasn't there, and the guy was moaning that, oh, Ben didn't pick this book, and she was like, I don't care about Ben, mate. I like this book. It's my favourite book. I don't have to run everything past him. And then when he went outside, the plane come down, and Ben was like, oh, so I'm not invited anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, it makes you think that they was together maybe before and they've had a conflict and broken up or something, and she wants him gone. But also, I don't know if she actually likes Jack or she's doing it because she's worse than Ben. You know what I mean? Very good.
Are you a bad man? My mom says you're a bad man.
Only God knows. Those men.
Those men will be replaced by other men.
What is the meaning of this?
We are burdening up the church. We can no longer use it.
This is Yemi's church. You have no right to do this.
It is no longer sacred. And one day you'll be judged for what you did. And you truly believe this is Yemi's? You owe him one church.
Yemi, you say you want to hear my confession. Show yourself. Where are you?
Are you ready, Echo?
I am ready, Yemi. I ask for no forgiveness, Father. I have only done what I needed to do to survive. A small boy once asked me if I was a bad man. If I could answer him now, I would tell him that when I was a young boy, I killed a man to save my brother's life. I am not sorry for this. I did not ask for the life that I was given. And with it, I did my best.
I mean, I kind of like what he just said there, to be fair. You know what I mean? He did try and do everything, really, to kind of save people. Oh, they've not seen it. They heard it, though. You can hear the cranking, like, the chain. What's he said? I mean, it looks like he's died, which I'm kind of fuming about. Why have they killed him off, man? I don't get it.
What did he say, John?
He said, we're next.
Oh, right, no. Right, at least we're going back to that Black Mist anyway. You know what I mean? Like, I think 2 times this season I've actually asked about something. I've asked about what's going on with these polar bears, where'd they come from, and then boom, mate, we had like a polar bear episode, or it might have even been that episode we had the polar bear. And I think I've also mentioned as well, what's going on with this black mist, you know what I mean? We've seen it floating around the island, this monster killing people, it's just totally disappeared. And then boom, a couple of episodes later, he's back again. So, I mean, can't really moan about those situations. I'm asking for them and getting them, but I can moan about the people that are dying is the new people that I keep getting introduced. And I know that obviously if you look at it, the last 3 deaths, well, did Shannon? No, I think Shannon died at the start last year. So last 3 deaths are the last 3 new people that was kind of introduced. We had Mr. Echo, Ana Lucia, and we had Libby all introduced from the back of the plane last season. And now if you look at it, who's dead? Libby. Who's dead? Anna. Who's dead? Mr. Echo. Why? Like, literally, why can we not kill other people off? Like, I'm not saying that these are the best ever, but like, it's the same thing like when someone starts a new job and then they got to start cutting the recruitment staff, you know, because they've got too many people. Who's first to go? The last in, you know what I mean? Last in, first out. It's the same here. Last in, first out. I don't understand why we started this season. Give Mr. Echo maybe 2-3 episodes beaten up. And why do we always kill somebody with the episode? And you know what? I should start reading it. Like, we kill everybody when we do the episode of them. Basically, you know what I mean? Like, the Shannon episode, we had this whole backstory of her. You know, she was teaching ballet, she was trying to improve her life at, you know, in New York. She wanted to move with Boone. You know, Boone's mum took all of her money. She was struggling on her own. She was trying to prove that she can make it, and, you know, by herself, and then boom, she died. Ana Lucia was getting all this background, you know what I mean, of her. I'm coming home, mum, do you know what I mean? She was on the phone, she was sat in the airport, you know what I mean? I'm just getting on this flight in Australia. Yeah, mija, yeah, I'll be there waiting for you. And then boom, dead. You know what I mean? Again, Mr. Echo episode, all this backstory, you know, is he got to confess for his sins? No, I'm not confessing. Do you know why? Because when I was a kid, I had to kill somebody to save my brother. Is that my fault? No, it isn't. You know what I mean? Like, here now, killing all these people in the church, you know, I had to do it. They was coming in, murdering people, blackmailing us. You know, do I regret it? No, I don't. You know what I mean? Like, every decision that I've had to make, I've done the best with what you know, the cards that life had dealt me with. You know, you could judge me because you've got a better life, but have you ever been in my position? Have you ever been in the struggles that I've had to go through? No, you haven't. It's all right being on your high horse here, having all this good stuff and all this money and having this rich, privileged life. You've not been in the slums like me. You've not been struggling. You know what I mean? You've not had to do the worst things to save people that you love. So I like Timmy. Different perspective. You know, all the time, people, like you said, when you talk about the religion and stuff like that, it's always like, I'm sorry, you know, I confess this, and this. Well, he's got nothing to confess. You know, he threw a twist in it. It was decent. And do you know what? I'm sad to see him go. Like I said, I'm not saying that he's the greatest member of the cast, but like, I just don't feel like he needed to go. But then we've elevated these two new ones. I don't know who they are, but they're clearly going to be part of this season. She's found out some key information that they didn't all pick up on the first time. And now, obviously, we're seeing that the camera in one of the facilities, I mean, I have no idea if it's in the facilities where Jack is, but somebody was there with an eye patch, seeing it, and obviously he's turned the camera off. So that was interesting as well. Yeah, that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hope the guys enjoyed it. So that's the end of Mr. Echo. You know, we've got 2 new characters coming in. I'm excited to see what they bring to the show. I'm really liking what's going on, actually, with the others and Jack. I mean, Juliet has thrown a spanner in the works, man. Like, I do not know if to believe her or not. She's a very interesting character. I do think she's really pretty. I do feel like her and Jack do have a connection as well. I feel like Jack is actually taking towards her, but I also feel like, I don't know, she likes him. Like, just the way she brought him some food, she was like, look, mate, the effort to go through to make this burger, you had to kill the cow, do you know what I mean? You had to produce it, you had to cook it, you know what I mean? All bit of love and care has come from it. Try these homemade chips as well, they're banging. He's like, mate, got no ketchup, you know what I mean? Like, he's having a bit of flirting back. She sat there cross-legged on the chair, on the table, like smiling, laughing. Now again though, the interesting thing is about the x-rays is I think she's planted at me. I think they're planted there, but then I don't know, because it was off the cuff. You know, she did come in. She didn't know that she was getting shot, did she? It was all in turmoil. He was panicking. Grabbed Jack, pulled him in. I mean, if they were smart, they would have took the x-rays down, but they know that he's a spinal doctor and they've just been left there for him to see. He's not going to not notice him when he's walking into the lab, is there? So, I mean, that was really interesting. Now, obviously, you know, he's come in, Henry, after Jack's had a conversation playing on his mind, you know what I mean? He was saying that unless they've been took recently, you know, you might be okay, but, you know, you're going to slowly deteriorate, you're going to die, it's going to rapidly grow. I'm a spinal surgeon, if you need help, do you know what I mean? He's obviously confessed that, look, mate, we tried to play the long game. We tried to make it so that, like, we break you down, then you believe that you need us, you know what I mean? Then you kind of, like, want to be on our side, and then you want to help us after we kind of, like, pick you up after breaking you down. And that's how we wanted you to kind of do it. I was personally saying that that's like kind of like the wrong way to go. They've had to do all of that because of how hostile he was, like being in the introduction, you know what I mean, stealing wallet and all this stuff, where, you know, if they really needed and wanted to be social, they could have just asked and Jack probably would have helped. But now obviously it's 50-50. Obviously it's revealed that their plan was obviously to use Juliet to manipulate him, and now Jack's obviously struggling to think, is that the case, is that not? I'm not too sure. And I'm also in that position because I've seen at the start of the season her and him not really getting on with each other and conflicting. And then she's come in, put a film on, her there, telling Jack, like, to do the procedure. Nobody likes Ben. He's you know, power hungry, do you know what I mean? He's scary, he's not a good man. And, like, if you wanted to go into the procedure and not do it correctly and he'd die, no one would actually, like, raise an eyebrow pretty much, and we could actually have somebody new in charge and move forward with better of our lives. And I also think that's her just manipulating Jack, and I'm just like, man, like, does she like him? Does she not? Is she bad? Is she good? Like, what's going on? Like, it's very good. That's the best part of the episode. You know what? It's the best bit of the story going on so far. We still got this Kate and you know, Sawyer one, but I mean, they did see last episode that they can't get off the island, and we're not seeing what he said going back to it. But I mean, I've got to say, I'm properly invested in this Jack, Juliet and Ben Henry one. Like, I think it's really, really good. Can't wait to see more. Thanks for checking out today's episode. If you did enjoy it, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.